where do beta decays occur in the band of stability? And what I'm going to say here is that to answer this question, this is one of the important points, the most important point in beta decays, without a doubt. Okay, without a doubt. And it reads like this. This type of decay usually happens to, and here it is, neutron rich, unstable nuclei that live in the turquoise region. So what do I mean by that? Okay, and it means this here, that when I look at my band of stability here, let's bring this back in, because this is our periodic table for nuclei. When I look at this guy, I think I'm going to reduce the size of this. So when I look at this table, this turquoise region right here, right? This whole blue region, turquoise region. I don't know if that's really turquoise. Maybe I should have said blue. This whole region right in here, there's something special about this region. This whole region is what we call neutron rich. That means nuclei are unstable because they have too many neutrons. So I'm going to continue with this important point here. So this means, right? This means that these nuclei are unstable. And we know why they're unstable. They're unstable because they have too many neutrons and too few protons. And so what that tells us here is that these nuclei undergo beta decay. Why? Because it's the quickest way to reach the band of stability. It's the quickest way to reach the band of stability. So let's go look at it so that we can see what do I mean here. So if you look at our decay that we were talking about what decay? We were talking about this decay, right? So let's bring this decay back down again. So if I look at this thing, we were looking at our beta decay. So let's go back to our example. So if we go back and we look at this example, what do we have here? We had carbon 14, it decays to nitrogen, it emits a beta, and it emits energy. And then we went in and we looked at the details of this thing. We saw that carbon 14, and we saw that nitrogen, so when I look at these guys, we see really clearly that I'm going to color code these to try to be as clear as possible. This has 8 neutrons. This has 6 protons. Now look at the color change now. This guy has what? 7 neutrons, and this has 7 protons. So what I really got to do, if I want to understand where carbon is at, where do I have to focus on? I have to focus in this region right here. Here's where carbon 14 is at. So what I did here is that I cut this up, and it looks like this here. Right? So I made this really big, and I want to keep it big. So now let's go draw our lines. So the first thing is that we could see that we have a 6 line. And if I look at this, the middle between this guy is 10. So I'm going to say that this is probably around 8 right here. So let's go draw this. Look at carbon. So carbon has 6 reds. And I'm going to say that the carbon 8 is right here. Is that right? Yeah, it's going to be close enough. It's going to be right here. So what am I seeing here? Well, this red line for carbon implies that it has 6 neutrons. Look at the blue. How many neutrons does it have? I'm going to draw it in blue. So that line represents 8 neutrons. So what we're seeing here is that right here, this guy represents 14,6 carbon. Okay, now what happens? It beta decays. And as it beta decays, it goes to 7 here. Oh, look at that. I wrote 6 neutrons. It should be 6 protons. So now what it does is it moves to the black line. It reduces the number of neutrons and it increases the number of protons. So what I'm seeing here is that now I'm going to draw this thing in red here. So if I look at this thing in red, I'm going to say that this is right here, because this line right here is 6. So if that line is 6, I got to be above that. So then you could see here is that this line, I got black, I want red. This line here represents 7 protons. So then when I look at the green line represents 7 neutrons. And so what you're seeing here is that, look what's happening. I should be a little bit more careful and say, yep, that guy right there, this is 4,7 nitrogen. And so what you're seeing here is that, look what's happening. There's a jump right here, right? And I'm saying that this jump right here, this is a jump towards stability. Towards stability. So if I look at this, right, what we're saying here is that carbon-14 moves from an unstable turquoise region to the black line of stability.